Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a 2x3 piston door. Now, as you can see in front of us, guys, there is no signs of any buttons anywhere besides that pressure plate. Now, of course, if you hit the pressure plate, nothing will happen, guys. But the cool thing is, the key is actually built in within the system. Now, let me show you what I mean. Now, all you have to do, guys, is walk up to the door and throw your key right in front of it, and it's going to open in front of you. Now, the second you walk over that pressure plate, it's going to shoot the key directly back at you and close the door behind you, which is fantastic. Now, the great thing is, when you want to leave, you're going to hit that button, the door will open for just about a few seconds and close instantly. Look at that, that's perfect. Now, say you have somebody trying to break in or trying to hack into your system or whatever the case is. They're just trying to go in there when they shouldn't be. Now, once they throw any items that are in there, it won't go anywhere because what's happening is those items are going to go directly into this dropper in front of us. Now, that dropper is hidden. Because as you can see, guys, I mean, everything's right there and nothing happens because if the correct key is sent in, then the doors will open. Look at that. And it's cool how it just kind of shoots back at you because you don't lose no momentum coming in. Now, these are the materials you're going to need. You will be needing a block of your choice, a half slab, slime blocks, droppers, hoppers, sticky pistons, buttons. You will also need some redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, and of course an unmovable block. Now we'll be using furnaces because they're really easy to make. But you can use whatever you want. Now you will need carpet to kind of cover up everything that I'm about to show you, and some form of lighting. Now check the description, guys. I will be putting a list of exactly how many items you need. Now pause the video because you will need this setup before you start. Awesome. Now once you've done that, guys, go all the way to the right here and you're going to count about 3 blocks to the left. Then from that point you're going to count 4 blocks going forward. And on the 4th block you're going to place your sticky piston. Now right at an angle you're going to place 3 droppers going upwards. Now you're going to place 1 hopper on the bottom going inwards towards that dropper, and you're going to place a block right there and a comparator on top of it going forward. Then you're going to place a hopper facing that comparator and a block in front of that comparator and 2 more blocks on the side. Then you're going to place 2 pieces of redstone dust right there with a redstone torch on the side like so. Perfect. Now at that point, guys, you're going to place a block on top of that right there and a dropper right there with a hopper facing towards that dropper, because that's going to take in any items that don't belong in the system. Perfect. Now you should have this kind of format. Now you're going to place a comparator right there with a block in front of it and a block right there on the side, creating this kind of pattern. Now place 1 repeater going towards that dropper and 1 repeater going towards that block with a redstone dust right there. Then you're going to place a furnace on top of that and a furnace on top of that comparator. Then right there on the first furnace, well, not yet. Before we do that, place 3 slime blocks right across. Then you'll place some redstone dust on top of that furnace and a comparator right there, going outwards, taking the signal from that top dropper. Then a block right there, right in front of that comparator, and you're going to delete the block underneath because you don't need that. Awesome. Now once you've done that, you're going to place a block right in front of that redstone dust and a redstone torch right there on the side of that block and a furnace right there. Then you're going to place a repeater going forward on top of that furnace and a block right there. And you're going to place another furnace in front of that repeater, and you can delete the block underneath and place a redstone dust right there. Now once you've done that, guys, you're going to place 2 blocks right there, and on the left hand side you're going to place 1 comparator going outwards, and on the opposite side a comparator going inwards. A block right there on the side with some redstone dust and 2 pieces of redstone dust on top of the blocks. Now it's going to create a timer. Now you're going to place a redstone torch right there with a block on top, another redstone torch, and 1 block on top of that, which is going to control the bottom pistons. Then this torch right here, you're going to place right there. It's going to control the top pistons. So place a block on top of that, a redstone torch behind it, with a block right on top of it, and another redstone torch, and a block on top of that. Now from this point, guys, you're going to place another furnace right there. And you're going to place a furnace on the side at an angle like so, with 2 pieces of redstone dust on top of it. Now I want you to place a sticky piston facing downwards parallel to that top furnace, with a slime block in the middle and 1 on each side. Awesome, so it's really come together. We got the majority of this. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the actual key card. But before we do that, I want you to place some redstone dust right there with a repeater. And a block there and at an angle, and some redstone dust right on top. Now the key card I was talking about, guys, you're going to need a anvil for this, because we're going to need 4 pieces of dirt and 20 items of whatever you want to use as a key. Now the dirt, guys, make sure you rename it to something completely random, just because you don't want no one jamming your system. Now I'm just going to call that K1. And as you can see, there's a big difference between dirt and K1. I mean, it's a huge difference. I mean, it's not going to recognize it as the same thing. Now your key card, whatever you want to use, make sure you have 20 of it. And you're going to name that whatever you want. Now I'm just going to call it key, let's just call it key 1. But like I said, guys, that's going to be your main key to enter whatever place you want to enter, your secret base, your entrance, your house, etc. Now, once you've done that, you're going to take that right out. Make sure it's 20 of them. And we could delete that for now. And you're going to go to the hopper parallel to that comparator. Now, you're going to place 1 item in the last 4 hoppers. Well, last 4 slots. And your 20 items directly inside. And that's going to shoot 1 item into that dropper on top, which is causing everything else to retract. See? Now, once you've done that, I want you to place a pressure plate on top of it, so that when you walk through, it shoots directly into your inventory, and you don't lose any momentum as you're coming in. You kind of notice how quickly it actually closes. Now guys, you could really decorate this any way you want, but I'm going to show you what I did to really hook this up. Now just to get the sequence perfectly on tune between the top and the bottom, make sure that repeater right there is on 2 ticks. Awesome. Now what I did was, guys, I added 2 pieces of glowstone on each side, so that when the door opens, it lights up the place. Now at this point, you're going to put some blocks in between to represent the actual door, and you're going to add some blocks on the side here to also represent the framework. Now you're going to repeat that same style on the opposite end, which will be the inside part. Then I added some extra blocks at an angle right here until this point, and just kind of extend that outwards, creating the same exact pattern but slightly larger. Look at that. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, I love the way it looks. It kind of has that vault kind of look to it, like a little vault area. But guys, you can use this for whatever you want. There's so many applications for this. Now, once you've done that, guys, I kind of want you to cover up the ground at this point and just hook it up. I mean, make it nice. Now, make sure that you put a button right there so that it can activate the opening and closing from the inside of the build. Now make sure you put your carpet right on top to cover everything and really hook it up so you could cover up all that redstone and make it super discreet. Anyway guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.